Well, it doesn't really matter if they see me. They just need to see you anyway. So even if it's just you on the video, that's fine. So Lindsay, thank you so much for taking the time out of your probably busy practice schedule to spend some time with us. I'm actually just getting back from the gym, and I think you can relate to that because I heard that if you weren't doing competitive piano, you'd be doing competitive swimming. Is that true?
Yeah, I love swimming so much, and and it was something I always wanted to do. But then at some point, I had to, choose.
Yeah.
And so from about the time I was 11 or 12, I really made it focus in piano. So.
Mm-hmm. That's a very American thing. My piano friends who are, let's say, from Russia or from Korea, and they now teach, they say the most frustrating thing is American students because we're all so over-involved in multiple activities. So there's
Yeah.
this time where you have to focus. Why or how did you know it was piano that was going to be the thing for you?
Well, I come from a very musical family, so it was always something I was surrounded by. Have three older siblings, all of whom were musicians growing up, and two of whom are professional musicians now. So I think the defining moment when I really decided I wanted to do piano was when I went to a summer kind of music festival, and that was the summer I turned 11, and I just remember being so inspired by hearing all the different pianists that were my age.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, something really clicked, and I just decided that I was going to be a pianist. So.
Well, I know that you're not just a classical connoisseur, but that you're really crazy about jazz and big band styles. Have you found any way to infuse any of that in your repertoire for the Cliburn? Any contemporary classical music influenced by jazz, or are you doing anything like that?
Not for this competition. I mean, it'd be really fun to do that, but actually, it's funny. I don't really play jazz on the piano,
Mm-hmm.
but I do sing. So that's something that I've always loved doing. Singing jazz standards and that kind of thing. So that's more of how I've incorporated that into my life.
So you can accompany yourself then.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if the Cliburn doesn't work out, then are we looking at the next Lady Gaga or Alicia Keys, John Legend?
I mean, probably not. I'll probably keep at the piano and just probably do more competitions. And really, my goal is to perform full time on the piano. So even regardless of what happens at Cliburn, I'll still stick to my goal. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, of course, I mean, you all that are coming to town are some of the best young pianists out there right now. And of course, there are only a few medals. There are a good bit of finalist slots. So we do have to think pretty realistically about, what's next. So what else does this competition mean for you aside from possibly winning the gold?
Well, at the very least, I've never practiced more intensely in my life. I mean, I always consider myself a big practicer, but this is, really exceptional in that way. And so I think just the process of preparing for the competition is making me a lot better pianist. And so that alone is, something worth taking note of. And just having the amazing experience of performing at the Cliburn, even if it's just the first round or whatever, it's so special. Because everybody there and the audience is there to support you, and I think that in itself is a great thing. So
you're right. It's a very supportive audience, even though they're also a very knowledgeable one. I mean, I think the overriding atmosphere is very warm and very welcoming. So I know they'll be excited to have you, and especially because you're someone who cares about the fashion side of things. So you're looking to shop when you get to town. We have this in common that you like to match your dress to the mood of the music. So first round, what are you wearing?
Well, I'm not 100% sure because I have so many dresses that I'm still kind of deciding what I'm going to wear. But I mean, I think I always try to go for something that's really elegant. So I think I have this black dress that I'll probably wear. It has a lot of sequins, and I mean, I think the music I'm wearing is really, well, it's very virtuosic, so I think it kind of matches a little bit, maybe.
Sure, a little flashy.
Yeah, so.
That's fun. Well, okay, so you've told us, or we found out, that you're an amazing swimmer, and now I know that you sing as well as play piano. But the world might not know that you're also an accomplished violinist. So you have all these options built in. It sounds like you're getting ready for a one-woman show here.
I mean, yeah, it's, I've grown up always playing violin, and I guess I started singing seriously in college. So, the people around me and my family and family friends, like they're used to kind of seeing me do all those things. So, I mean, I'd love to find a way to incorporate them professionally.
Sure.
And not just do piano, because I kind of thrive on doing a lot of different things. It keeps me going. So if there's some way I can, weave those other things into a career, that would be ideal. So.
Of course. So is there one piece in particular that you're really excited to share with us in the audience? Something you just can't wait to play?
Well, the great thing about this competition is that you do have to prepare so many different pieces, but you do get to choose pretty much what you play. So I feel like a lot of the music that I'm playing is pieces that I really, really love. So it's kind of hard to choose one. I'd have to say, though, that one of the concertos that I picked for the final round is one of my favorite pieces to play, the Prokofiev Second Concerto.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a piece that just really, really inspires me. So obviously we'll have to see if I get that far, but that's one piece that it really speaks to me. So I hope I can share it.
The cadenza of that first movement, the Prokofiev, is just monumental. I mean, you kind of feel like a warrior, when you're playing it.
Yeah, you have to have that mindset, I think, when you're playing it, because it's just so massive, and in a lot of ways it's really scary to play, because it's so difficult. But I think once you can get past that, it's really, really fun to play. So.
Well, both the Cole gold medalist, Hao Chen Chang, and the silver medalist from last time around played that piece. I mean, it's such a big feat. It's great for the audience to really sit back and take it. What are you hoping that the audience remembers about Lindsay Garritson?
Well, I always try to be as genuine as possible when I'm on stage in terms of, how I express myself. And I really try not to make it about, I guess, myself personally as much as the music and what I feel in the music. So if I can, express to the audience how genuinely I feel about the music and they can get something out of that, I think that's, I'll be happy with that. So.
Well, good. Well, I'm excited not only to hear you play, but to see what you're going to wear. So we look forward to having you in Fort Worth. Lindsay, thank you so much for taking time out to spend with us.
Sure, my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.